Hi, I'm Serge Mwang and I'm here at Val Culture Museum. This particular kimono is one of the most precious pieces I have done in the early age, back in between 2008 and 2010. Out of the 4 first kimono that I've made, this was one of them. And up until today, it is the one that is the most rented in Kyoto of my art piece. It's been rented for almost 11, 12 years, and sometimes people rent them 1.5 years in advance. So it is a very precious piece for me that I made available for the museum here. What is precious about this kimono here is the fabric itself. The name of the kimono is Night Wonder, Yuri no Fushigi in Japanese. Night Wonder because to express, every kimono expresses something. And with this kimono, I'm trying to express the wonders that a woman can have at night from 8 until morning, so that it goes along with what she's wearing. The pattern has been designed so that it resonates with this kind of spirit. So there's animals, there's geometrical shapes, and the colors also resonate with the nighttime, so to speak. It is a kimono that we call furisode, that means long sleeves, and it's made for young women usually. Furisode in Japanese are kimonos with long sleeves that are made for young women that are trying to show their beauty to the outside. I think this kimono is very well wanted in Japan, as far as I know, because it has a pretty good balance of West African illustrations, graphics, and the traditional Japanese way of showing the beauty and sophistication of a cloth. So from my point of view, that's the main reason why this kimono is so famous in Kyoto, is because it represents a perfect balance, a perfect harmony between West Africa and Japan. Japan is a very animist country, so the birds, the shapes of what you can see in this kimono resonate with the animism that you have both in Japan and in West Africa. Indeed, in both regions, we do believe in the fact that there's a soul in every living creature. That's something that is very common and that I wanted to emphasize through my work, and this is something that you can see here. So you have a lot of warm colors together with brown and blue colors as well, all resonating with some kind of night wonder experience or night wonder headspace. Usually there's different ways I make the kimono. Either I design my own graphic, either I can just purchase fabric that come from West Africa. Some of them you can even find them in Europe, and some of them are handmade also with a partner that I have in Togo or in Ghana, coming from the Ewe tribe. So in that case we can use kente. If you go up north you can use bogolan, you can use ndop. There's lots of different African fabrics that you can find and that you can use. In this case that can be a wax fabric, that can be many other fabrics. I always try to combine what I do with Japanese traditional pieces. So the obi, which is the belt that you use, I call it the belt, but yeah, you can call it the belt that you use to hold the kimono together, but also to tack some of the kimono under that piece so that you can adjust the length of the kimono to whoever is wearing it. So the obi usually is a traditional Japanese piece, and for this one in particular I used an obi that has been made and dyed in Japan with Kyoto dyed water made for that. So to make it more fresh, more clean, much more pure, so to speak, and to make it a bit more precious. It's also always silk, often. So this combination allows me to play both with very traditional pieces of Japanese part and fabrics, and with more traditional piece of African fabric. That's how this kimono has been made.